Hi everyone, we are Group B. My name is Abdul Salam Khan. I'm going to just show our GRAD system and how it looks from the outside and how we have it, all the components attached. As you can see, our GRAD system has a solar panel to charge the battery, and going down we have a trash can body that we purchased to modify and reuse for our GRAD system, and we attached the some of the sensors, including the ultrasonic sensor for object avoidance, and at the bottom we added a swivel wheel which allows it to turn, and we have two IR sensors left and right that allow for path planning. And around the back now we have two wheels. So our GRAD system is a 3-wheel differential drive with two motors in the back, controlled separately. The two motors are 19 RPM with high torque, and these metal housing were added and added to the body to attach the motors, and also we also attached the metal parts to the body so they can spin with the motors. And let's see, we also created a little window here at the bottom for easy access to the electronics and also see the voltage. Now I'm going to pass it down to Sean, who's gonna show us the inside.
Hi, I'm Sean Quinlan, and I'm going to go over the GRAD system circuitry. Starting down here, as Abdul mentioned just a second ago, we have a peep window so the user can see the voltage of the battery. Right now it's 12.3 volts, but once it charges during the day, it'll move up to about 13.8 to 14.1 when it's charging. All right, we're going to go ahead and move to the inside of the GRAD system and the overall circuitry. So we'll go ahead and lift up the solar panel top. We'll look in and see our wire running down. This is before we put our protective covering in here, but we do have a lot of wires running because we have a lot of sensors and a lot of different components. Like previously discussed, we had to implement through-hole PCB boards just because we had some issues with our programmable PCB and extracting that PCB chip. But we have that. We have the solar charger circuitry right here. This is our 12-volt battery. We have our motor control system as here. All this was talked about in the presentation. We have our development board. We have our Wi-Fi controller, and we have another designed PCB through-hole soldered board, both there and there. And then what we're about to do is to cover all of this up with our protective covering, which you'll see in the next video.
Just a quick demonstration of how to use GRAD. I'm going to take this garbage bag here. I'm going to weigh it in front of you so you see that it is 20 pounds, just like how we mentioned in our requirement specifications. Next, I'm going to open GRAD very carefully. And as you can see, the interior is a cardboard box and all the electronics are hidden from the user. So now, let's put this in here. And I'm weak, don't make fun of me. All right, then I'm gonna close the lid. And we are ready to drag to the curb.
Okay, so now we're going to demonstrate how is it going to go from the home base to the curb. We have set up a small path here to demonstrate that it's working. So the first junction, it represents the garage space. So once Heba presses the button to go to the curb, it will start moving and go to the second junction, which is the curb, and then after that we're going to demonstrate returning home, and then it moves over the junction and then comes back around in a loop going back to the home point where it should stop until next command. Did you press the button?
Alright, now we're going to return home. I'm going to hit drive.
I'm gonna move it. Okay, so one of our deliverables is object avoidance. It detects within 2 feet and stops within 1 feet of the object. We're gonna have a human who's our engineer Heba. She's gonna step in front of it and it should stop.
I will be the sacrifice. Alright, let's drive.
So it has stopped within about 1 feet of the object, and when she moves away, it should continue its path planning, and as you can see, it's going to go ahead and reach the junction very soon. Okay.
Perfect.
Wait.
For our requirement, we said that it should move within 2 minutes of the button being pressed. However, it moves within a few seconds, which meets our requirement. Now I'll push the button, and I'm going to open up the timer here, and let's go.
That's pretty fast.
And now we're going to demonstrate that GRAD also responds to the return home button within 2 minutes or less. I'm going to start the timer, hit return home, and it responded in less than 2 seconds. So we meet the requirement there.
GRAD system battery charging, we implemented a 30-watt 12-volt solar panel. It pretty much goes through the body of the garbage can. It's fastened tightly so it doesn't fall over. As we go down here, what the user can do to make sure that the battery is charging is they can open up this flap and you can see a voltmeter here that shows the voltage associated of the battery being charged. 13.8, 13.9 is a good charging voltage as described in our project description, and that will ensure that the battery is charged accurately by the solar panel.
Hi, so this is our application for our GRAD system. So I'll click on it. And this is our login page for the GRAD system. So I'll start by showing if I'm a new user, how I would register. So I just click the button, new register as a new user. And I put my name as Sadia here, and then email as anything, maybe sadi123@gmail.com. And so if the password have to be 6 characters, so for instance, if I put like 2, and then if I put 2 here, it should give me an error. And you see it gave me an error. So it has to be, it says password must be greater than 6 characters. So that's the error. So I will type more than 6 characters. And then here as well, confirm password, and it has to be similar. And then register. Yes, so now the user is created. You could see in the database, the authentication. I just refresh the page and you could see Sadi123. You see Sadi123 November 23rd, because today's date is November 23rd. So it just said that I created an account. Now we'll go to the real-time database. Okay, as for now, it's 00. So if I log in and if I say that, okay, drive the trash can to the curb. So I click the button and it's gonna change the signal to 1. So this is gonna be indicating that, okay, drive the trash to the curb. Now if I do return home, the flag associated to it is 2. So it says 2. So that will bring back the trash can to its destination. And then if I log out, it's gonna change to 0. So yes, this is a GRAD app.